Alright, hello everyone, and welcome aboard. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? Gotta close this out. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Train Sim World stream. Today, we'll be running the new New York Northeast Corridor from Metro North. This would be New York to Stamford. We have some new trains, M8, we have a playable M8 service, we've got M7A, ALP46. Yeah, we have tons of services, tons of opportunities, and these are layers, so this one comes with the game. But since I have some other layers from Morristown, etc., I have more options that are available. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do the route introduction. Hello Henry, welcome aboard. And there will be a lot of changes coming to this channel. As far as rebranding, we're going to be doing some clean. We're going to be doing some cleanup, so we're going to do some for this one. Let's see, training modules. New Haven line introduction. So this is just going to be a brief intro. We're going to do this quickly. So yeah, this is going to be fun. So it's going to teach us how to. Yeah, I actually have Wonders of Solar 2. So yeah, New Haven line introduction. Let's go.
Welcome to your first day as a student engineer here on the New Haven line.
Hold on, putting this on mute for a second.
Follow the markers to approach the empty route map billboards around the station and interact with them to place the route maps. Take some time to explore the station and find other tasks. Open pizza boxes, find toy taxis, and ignite the torches on all the mini Statue of Liberties scattered across the route.
Alright, so you're going to enter the train. Take a seat in an available seat. I'm just going to sit here for now.
Stamford is the second largest city in Connecticut and the second busiest station on Metro North, behind only New York City's Grand Central Terminal. This line was originally built by the New York, New Haven, and Hartford Railroad, otherwise simply known as the New Haven. It connected with the New York Central at Grand Central Terminal and the Pennsylvania Railroad at Penn Station. At New Rochelle, the line to Penn Station diverges, passing the freight yard at Oak Point before leaping over the East River on the Hell Gate Bridge. New Haven once ran intercity trains on this line, and now it's used by Amtrak and freight trains. Meanwhile, Metro North commuter trains head to Grand Central, changing electrification at speed from AC overhead wires to DC third rail before entering the former New York Central track shared with the Harlem line. Grand Central Terminal has 44 platforms, the most of any station in the world, stacked in 2 underground levels. Deep below the terminal is Grand Central Madison, with 8 more tracks serving Long Island Railroad trains.
Wow.
Freight traffic is limited along this busy passenger corridor. CSX loads trash trains at Oak Point Yard near the Hell Gate Bridge and runs transfer trains over the bridge to freight connections in Long Island. Any freight trains which must use mainline tracks mostly run at night to avoid disrupting passenger traffic. Freight trains are handled by the CSX SD40-2. Passenger trains feature the Metro North M8 dual-mode electric multiple unit and the Amtrak ACS 64 electric locomotive with Amfleet coaches. Carry commuters aboard the M8 to Grand Central Terminal or weave through the traffic in the ACS 64 on intercity trains to Penn Station. The Big Apple needs your help to ride the rails.
Wow, that was quick. You're not going to do the train center just yet. I'm really familiar with Alright, so let's do some rail fanning at Harlem. Let's make this around 7:50. So Henry asks, are you going to be trying out the left-hand variant of the XE40 bus? And are you going to do route post 85? So recently the buses have been very scarce, and it's just like the other buses. So instead I'll just post compilations that will be on hold temporarily until I can get some stuff organized. Let's see if there's any trains in the area. So we have lots of yards. So we have a yard here. Lots of CSX service actions. We have Grand Central and the Penn Station. Wait a minute. There's no trains here. Got a quick free roam. There's no trains, of course. It's not busy. I was about to say, how come there's not enough action going on here? Let's try 8 o'clock instead. So this route has gotten a lot of hype. But as for the route requests, we're going to put that on hold. Oh, there's IM7. There's some services. This train's going to Cortland Harmon. Actually, no, this one's going to Grand Central. Oh, look, there's an M8 coming over there. Oh, here comes another train. Oh, it looks like things are about to get busy over here. Look like there's odd repaints. So many trains over here. So Henry says, are you going to ride the 40/50? Probably not, to be honest. If I do have time, I'll ride it, but don't hold your breath. Because I can't promise I can ride the 40/50. Oh my goodness, it's another train. But if I have the time, I'll ride it. Same thing with the left-hand door XE40s. If I have time, I'll do it. If not, then I'll do like, oh my goodness. I think the repaints are still so wacky. Go to the end of the platforms. You can probably hear the trains better. Also, Grand Central now has 2 levels. Oh, here comes another train. Now, as part of the new updates, trains on the Metro North Railroad in the game honk before they get to the station. Let's listen. Hooray, horn! That one's a deadhead, so that one's not in service. So what route will replace CT3? Asked Henry. So the proposed Route 12 will replace the CT3. And that is to be determined later when that will be implemented. As for the summer 2026 schedule, only thing that I know that the North Cambridge garage will be activated again for regular service. The schedules have not been posted for spring, so I do not know. At this time. Oh, here comes another one. M8's approaching the station. Hello, Sudati 607, welcome aboard. So basically now we have M7 through 9 in the Train Sim World universe. Only thing we need here basically is
Grand Central. The next station is Grand Central.
if you hop on the train, you hear the announcements. So they have interior announcements for the M8s. Let's see if they have it for the M7s. The M3s naturally don't have announcements. That one's going express. This one's not on service. So now, even with the MUs, one of the biggest stations in the world, between here, Grand Central is one of the largest stations in the world, and in the game, surprisingly. We have so many trains, we have the M3s, M7s, and now M8s. Doors closing. Taking this rails fan here. Trains blow their horns on their own. Very cool. I'm going to temporarily remove. Let's see if there's any M7s approaching. Because I am generally curious. I am generally curious. This one is 728. That is M7 approaching the station. And Metro North got scenery upgrade. Hello, Eli Jackson. Welcome aboard. See if this one's stopping. Yeah, it's not slowing down, so it's a no deadhead. In theory, you can go to on the Hudson line. (9288) approaching the station, slowing down. I don't think it's stopping at all. I thought all trains stopped at 125th, but I guess not. This one just blew through, running express. Yes, train traffic. This one is 1512, Grand Central. No, that's an M8 service. Bridgeport to Grand Central. New Haven. Lots of New Haven services. Grand Central to North White Plains. Let's go to Fordham. Let's see what's going on over there. Now with route hopping, which has been around for a while, we can jump to various locations. Hello, Thomas. Welcome aboard. Nice. Let's see if this one has announcements. Let's see if the M7s have the announcements. They may not, but it's fine if they don't because they're not. You know, you get the gist. They're just layers, so they're just there for decoration. But we always have the informator. Let's do Grand Central to North White Plains. 6:49 in the morning. I think the sun should be up by then. We're just going to do this to Grand Central. So after I do like this mini run from Grand Central to Yankees. Actually, no, that's to Harlem 125th Street. I'm going to switch over to the M8 and do a service from probably express service from here to New Rochelle. But this is just to see if the announcements work on the M7s. Yeah, it does function like yeah, so these are preset. So there are no announcements on the M7s. Actually, I'm just gonna change course and do it with the M8. I think I'll always try the M7 later. But hold on, before I do, I'm going to temporarily remove some things. Descriptions. I'm going to temporarily remove some orange line stuff, but I will be able to re-download it because I need that one. That one's good. Orange line. I don't want the orange line ones to spoil the image. Just a temporarily removal. There we go. Okay, so we just clean some things up. STAMFORD to Grand Central. That's an old conductor. New Rochelle to Grand Central. This is just going to be the local. You know what? New Rochelle would be good. Let's see if there's any new pay there. New Rochelle to Grand Central. That seems fair. Are we starting with the overhead? Yeah, that's the halfway point. New Rochelle. Cannon. New Row. New Rochelle. That'll be 5 in the afternoon. Rush hour. Perfect. Nice rush hour run. To experience the masses of trains. I agree. They sound better than the Orange Line trains. Alright. 12:56, Grand Central, New Rochelle. Let's get started. I wonder if I'm on the upper or lower level. Let's use the HUD. Whoa. There's upper and lower level, so it's doubled. It's double layered. Wow, I've never seen this much layering in one area. Well, because this train, I'm on the lower level, and this train's on literally on the upper level. So this is highly the biggest station in the game. You just enter in your code as normal. That's nice setup. Let's take a walk around. Take a look. Coding. Day is up. So ATC will always be on. Emergency brake valve. You want to be able to charge your brakes. You got the decoupling button. Yeah, your red seating. Very similar to the M9, but yeah, even though they're built by the same company, these are different specs. So Thomas says, use the M7 to put all the MBTA layers and announcements. That's very nice. I wonder how you got the announcements in there.
This is the train to New Rochelle. The next station is Harlem 125th Street.
Alright, here we go. Stop Harlem 125th. Let's see what features are accessible. Trouble system, there are no faults, maintenance stream. After is not running east. So this thing has alerter. So we're going to be racing this train. This is a deadhead train, so that means it's not taking any passengers. Says I'm speeding. Traction motors sound on points. Oh yeah, I was in the lower level. And we're moving to the upper level. Wow. You can feel the weight of the train. The green signal. That means I can proceed. Hello, Henry. Welcome back. So, maximize authorized speed and mass. I've never seen this command before, even in the Train Sim Classic era. Not sure if I hear someone playing music in the background. Alright, let's go to 60 to see how fast this thing can go. Sounds so different than the M9s. That's what I like. They didn't copy and paste the sounds. So there's a diverse group of services. You have semi-express, full express, and so much more. Let me turn down. There we go. Now, so Henry says I could try out the Route 87 between Clarendon Hill and Leechmere. No, because I already did the full trip between So I already did the 86 ride from Leechmere to... No, let's check my logs. Yeah, I did arrive from Leechmere to Arlington Center, which basically, I went by Clarendon Hill, so... Uh-oh. So no, we will not be covering the 87. But in the future, we'll be doing the 87 in OMSI, so that'll be an OMSI 2 thing. To simulate the past services. I think at 125th Street I will update the list. But yeah, I'm really liking the interior of this cab. So 9236 is the train that I'm driving. Cruising. Signal box. So Thomas says, I went to South Station, got on the red line, took the Arlington State, rode the blue line all the way to Meachmont. Wow. That sounds like your own transit adventure.
This station is Harlem 125th Street. As you leave the train, please watch the gap between the train and the platform.
It looks like they have the New Haven train. Doors closing. Train racing. At this time, So as for other routes, anyone that hasn't been mentioned? Alright, this one's gonna get me if I don't. Trying to catch up to that train. Alright. After this signal, I'm going to Florida at 40. There goes. This train's coming from the so the announcers here are automated. Full sended. Up acknowledgements. I think they used an AI version of the voices for the ASI. Come on, there. Let's go. Hit the gas. Make sure I'm at the limit. Oh, there's the freight car. Yeah. There goes an M3 over there. Lucky for me, I saw all these trains in real life. Oh, look, there's a M7 stuck behind it. So Henry asks, why does it push back to summer 2026 to... Oh boy. Hello, Nafis, welcome aboard. I think it's because of probably some last second constructions and inspections. That's why it was pushed back to ensure that qualities is being met. Elnafis, welcome aboard. You got to know your line, because yeah, I think this is Fordham. This can't be Fordham. Why is this train stopped here? Botanical Garden. Yeah, that's extremely rare. What train was that? Harrison to Grand Central. Naffa says I am available to join any streams during the weekdays. More for morning towards nights. Oh, that's fine. I'm also going to be shifting to weekend streams just to improve quality of videos. Deslopping. I don't know why I'm slowing down. I'm afraid for the thing to ping me. I'm getting some different signals. Mixed signals. Error means I'm going to New Haven. Woodlawn, one of my favorite stations. The Cantonary doesn't come until Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon East is our next stop. Funny enough, Mount Vernon West? Mount Vernon West is for the Harlem line, which is available in the other map. Previously, some point in the 1980s, the Cantonary system used to continue from here, from here. There was a sign. Too bad I didn't know what it says. Previously, overhead electrification ended around this area, as you see the older gantry system for the catenary system. So there's been many videos where old M2s or M4s would go transition to overhead right after Woodlawn heading north. Now they extended it for some reason. They extended the third rail territory to around where it currently ends. So this is remnants of the old catenary system. Yeah, this piece of history over here, for those who don't know. That looks some game penalized. So with these trains, you have to be really attentive. There goes an inbound M8 train. I think from New Rochelle, I'm going to see if I can do an Amtrak service. Oh, am I supposed? Yep, I'm supposed to stop here because. I think the announcements are somewhat bitchy because they forgot to announce when it was coming into here. Because the announcements didn't go off after 125th Street, so settings, audio, yeah, all train announcements on, cab announcements 100%, onboard announcements. This is Route 16. So Henry says Route 16 is a key popular route despite being a popular bus route. Yeah, this is going to be. A lot of people use it, surprisingly. So basically, any route that's not on this channel that I haven't done. I can't list out everything at this time. All right. Pelham Power Changeover Track 4.
This is the train to New Rochelle. The next station is Pelham.
You have to be very careful with these trains. Uh-oh. 15 miles per hour. Time to change over. Slow approach. Now we're on overhead catenary power. I got penalized for doing nothing.
This station is Helen. This is the train to New Rochelle. The next station is New Rochelle.
Well, the next stop is the last stop. Here comes another express train. So, Henry says, have you tried the Route 15 between Ruggles and King Square or St. Petersburg? Yes, I've ridden the 15 between...
This is the train to New Rochelle. The next station is New Rochelle.
So yes, I tried the 15 between Ruggles and St. Peter's Square. Yep, I tried that one before. You can check that stream out. And Henry says I could ride the Route 33 from River and Milton Street. Yes, I've ridden that segment before. So yes, I covered those two routes. 30, I have to slow down. Yep. Now we're in Man, these sound pretty solid. Yeah, authentic cab signaling. When the 24 becomes a critically endangered route, meaning
this station is New Rochelle. As you leave the train, please watch the gap between the train and the platform.
meaning that when the I'm going to take it before it changes, but there's no plan to do it. Yep, let load. This is a great screenshot. Now, there's so many services on the New Haven line alone. There's another train right behind me that will continue to Stamford and other points north. See, that train blew the horn for the station. I don't think it's stopping. Yep, it's not stopping.
This station is New Rochelle. As you leave the train, please watch the gap between the train and the platform.
Well, what's coming up? Oh, I have to go to the yard. I'm not done yet. I thought it was done. Let's see what we'll do. Stick around 16. Nope, too fast. Oh, there's another M8. So many of these. They include track singing, so. No emergency brake application. Come on, you. But yeah, do you know that New Russia had these cutouts? That's very good. This guy gets a half-hour break. You're not supposed to be here. Yeah. If you didn't get off, that's not my problem. Goodbye. Now this train is on layover mode. Let's see if there's any Amtrak services. STAMFORD is a major yard. Aw, man, I missed the train. Aw, man. Boston, D.C. Washington, 1833. That's too long. You know what? Save. You're gonna choose Amtrak Regional. I could have done the Excel, but I missed it. But apparently they upgraded it to nice. Now we have 3 Northeast Corridor routes. Stamford. Washington, D.C. to Boston. Richmond to Boston. I have Boston, let's see. It's like a side extra. This one's going to take around. So Henry's chart says, have you tried Wonders of Serdar? I have downloaded it, but I never tried it. I'm going to see if I can do it tomorrow. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do it tomorrow. I'm trying to cut back. I'm going to try to make more meaningful streams. So it's going to be town hall session. Yeah, it's going to make a combo stream and address what's going to happen with the FBT stuff. So it's going to be. I'm going to figure out when how it's formatted. Boston, Mass to New York. All these take. I haven't started from Stanford either way. Washington to Boston. Why does my headset keep cutting out? Boston to Roanoke. 11:27. It'll take around 51 minutes to do this. That's fine. We can talk. Definitely can talk. The door's open on the wrong side of the train.
Making stops at Stamford, Old Greenwich, Riverside, Cos Cob, Greenwich, Portchester, Rye, Harrison, Mamaro Neck, Larchmont, New Rochelle, Pelham, Mount Vernon East, Fordham, Harlem, 125th, and Grand Central.
So this is 662. This train was actually wrapped in the Phase 3 anniversary wrap, but now it got unwrapped. So we'll run this. We'll probably go up this. Well, there's an M8 approaching the station. Alright, now we're going to get ready to go. Alright, trying to lock the doors. Doors closing. Amtrak doesn't really have enough. New York Penn. Since this is in Metro North territory, the maximum speed is 70 miles per hour. And we have the signal aspects that display that. We will eventually Now they have tracks singing. Now the train's coming from from a distance away. Sounds more realistic now. Up, there goes Cantonary. And this is a gap in the bridge. Yeah, because due to this being a movable drawbridge, there has to be a gap in the overhead cantonary system. Yeah, this is what happens in real life. This is where costs up. We're waiting on the bridge plate. Yes. We have some old Haven error signal boxes. And we're going to turn off safety systems. See how fast we can go. Oh no! Looks like there's a temporary speed restriction on the map. It's charged at full speed. Yeah, there goes an M8. Double save, just in case. I decided to jump the tracks. I'm going to slow down for the 45-mile-per-hour limit. I'll be under ACS control. Going exactly the prescribed speed. Let's see. We're good for a while, so disable ATC. We're just going to full send it and violate the speed limit until we get to until we get to New Rochelle. And I think New Rochelle is supposed to be 100 miles per hour, but since we're going over the Hellgate Bridge, we're gonna do the prescribed speed limit. But we're going to speed on this section because I feel like Metro North owns this section. They own the track rights from New Haven, State Street to Grand Central. Amtrak doesn't own this section, really. They just pay to run on it. Alright, gotta save this just in case if my train wants to do the tracks. But since Amtrak runs on Metro North territory, that play by the rules, that's why they had cab signaling aspect here. It's all because of Metro North. So Amtrak operates through in different territories. Real life, we never see a train go this fast on a section because of the Metro North speed restriction. 80 will be your max. But we're going to keep an eye, since we're running not on non-ATC mode, and I'm not familiar with this area, I don't run this line full time, more like the MBTs do. That's why I'm keeping the HUD up, the user interface. So as soon as we get at the next green signal I pass, I'm going to start slowing down. It's going at the max vehicle speed. Okay, I'm going to ease off the accelerator. Here goes an M8. Okay, I gotta slow down big time. New York is only 17 miles away. Full service. Don't let the cab signaling take over. I'm under the control of cab signaling. I'm slowing down immediately. And I will obey. Since I'm approaching New Rochelle, yeah, I'm approaching New Rochelle soon, so I'm going to slow down and obey. I want to obey the signals now because I'm approaching a very complex interlock, and I feel like if I go way too fast, I'm jumping the tracks. I'm definitely coming off the tracks. They're gonna be on the ground. Definitely not gonna be good. I do want to make it to to New York Penn in one piece. But since I'm not stopping on New Rochelle, I'm just gonna blow the horn and go through. Limited. I ran freight services in any extent, really, around the New York area. So I'm actually, after when I get to Grand Central, I'm going to try out a CSX service. Alright, now I'm leaving Metro North Territory. These tracks will continue to Metro North to Grand Central. Now we have Amtrak signals. Now we can go back to 100 miles per hour. But there's a proposal to bring Metro North service down to here. Yeah, look how good the scenery looks. I like it. Passing over a trick pad. Historically, train service all ended at the Grand Central Station before this was built. I think this was built in the, I'm not sure, maybe it's British, let's look it up. built in 1916. In 1916. They have all of New York surrounded. I love New York. It was constructed from 1912 to 1917. 109 years ago. What's other regional service? We've driven countless passenger trains through New York, but what we haven't really done is driven freight trains around New York. Lots more scenery than I remembered, because actually, I think 10 years ago, that's when M8, 11 years ago was when the M8 was released for Train Sim Classic. Yeah, just I think keep them off. Lots of trackside work. Put a little bit of brakes. so much garbage, but that's part of the scenery. Probably used to be a station. Wow. Details are impeccable. Back to 70 miles per hour. Now we have 4-track section. However, 2 of those are mainly used for freight train. Speaking of which, here comes one right now, apparently. The garbage train. I remember the last time I went to New York, I actually saw some of these garbage trains. They ran during the day, so yeah. Actually, these are new types of containers in the Train Sim World universe, so now I can actually simulate the process of them going to Long Island. And I can actually do some research into them. I could probably do a stream about freight northeast. There's no locomotive here. There's cars in the middle of the track. Garbage trains. Garbage trains. Now I think we're approaching Hell's Gates Bridge. Getting to one of my favorite parts. When I'm ever traveling on the trains in New York, this is one of my favorite parts. Hell's Gate Bridge. Now we have the New York area fully represented in Train Sim World, Long Island Railroad, New Jersey Transit, Amtrak, Metro North services, and the Morristown line. So you have 4 maps that focus on New York. Morristown line, Northeast Corridor, Trenton, Long Island Railroad, Metro North Railroad for the Harlem, and now Metro North, Northeast Corridor. Technically you have 5 New York State ones before them going to Grand Central. This is my favorite scenery. New track section. Oh no! I should do a sunset run with crossing the Allegheny Bridge. I'm not going to do an NJ transit service on this train because that's not regular operation. And I do want to cover the freight aspect of things. It's like how the cab bounces. Now we're in New York. And this is the first train sim world map in Connecticut. So we have Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey. That's it. I don't think the train with all the wonderful scenery is actually fun. Now that we have more American content, there's more things to appreciate. So, to Long Island Railroad soon and safe. Things are going to happen. It takes a suspense. There's so much good scenery. Much good detail. Okay, I think this is the part where we merge with Long Island Railroad. Alright, since we have it done with the grade, we apply some pressure. Look, we have some third rail. Looks like we have some Long Island Railroad trains over here. So in theory, you have to hold MTA family. MTA family reunion. We have M7s on Long Island Railroad if you have those, so. I didn't spawn in there. Oh shoot, I thought I was gonna run a red. Yeah. The wires are hurting in here. But I think that's how it is in life. Yeah, now we're in around Long Island Railroad territory. Okay, we got ACS says it will go faster. We got some New Jersey trains over there. Those are those worlds. Welcome forward. That's nice that we only have one train over there. We got M7 leaving the tunnel. Go to the tunnel. exclusively. No announcements in Amtrak because Amtrak doesn't have automated announcements for some reason. Since we're going at a grade, we had to constantly pump the brakes. Normally, I run the trains through the tunnel with EMUs, but since we're using locomotive haul trains, I have to take into consideration how I slow down. And the tunnel lighting looks more realistic. Either that or if I'm driving the M7 and M3's not too long, if they don't have the LED. Not the LED. Here goes Excella. Alright, time to slow down now. 45 miles per hour is now the limit. That means we're getting closer to the terminal. Some trains end in New York, terminated, heading to Boston. Yellow. That means I need to slow down to 30. Approach. The next signal aspect will be a single yellow, which means I can go 15 miles per hour. Being prepared to stop at the next signal, which is presumed to be red. Oh, I'm slowing down this early. I need to get my
This station is Penn Station, New York. As you leave the train, please watch the gap between the train and the platform.
What's that? What? Amtrak's. I'm just going to pretend that I didn't hear that. That was a Metro North announcement that's played on. Okay. Multiple mistakes were made. Bro thinks I'm 8. I know. 15's my max. Strict signal. Cab signal announcement. I will just turn them off when I'm just using the ACS64. Penn Station. We'll be conservative and stop over here. Alright, let's explore Penson. Pizza, pizza! I found the pizza. Mmm. Uncle Sal's New York pizza. Employees, where is he? I'm an employee that has driven this locomotive here. Let's take a look and see what is available for us. Excuse me. Let's go on the further tracks. Let's see what's available for Long Island Railroad. Let's see. Let me check settings because I'm not seeing everything. Let's see. That's in the terminal. Inside yard. Okay. Stamford Yard. Alright, overview. Logs, TTA, blah blah blah. Okay, general. All timetable layers. Default only core timetable. Train folks, high. Network. Signal delays high. I guess that's all the things I have to offer. At the time, is it? You have Long Island trains. Or Washington. Atlantic destinations. So we have M7s. Today we have M7s. So in this map, here at Stanford, we have M7As, M7s. Let's see if there's any M3s. Yep, there's an M3 over here. So basically, you have all of the M series. I'm going to prove to you guys that we have the full house of keys. We have the M3s, Long Island M3s. Run. We'll go track 2-1. There's a New Jersey Transit Service. Yeah. Only critique really that I only wish they had the Aero 3s. Aero 3s, I wish they had. Just spawn naturally. I think someone will come up with something more, but overall, not having the yard overload taxing resources is M3s. These are the oldest. Alright. M3s, M7s. Walk around. Shows you that I have the entire M series video. Know that this is This is 2020. So this means the M6s are gone. We have tons of M7s, M3s. This is the first time where we have both M3As and M3 regulars on the same map. So now I'm going to do route hopping. So not really route hopping, but so we have the M7s, M3s. Alright, now I'm going to teleport myself to Grand Central to show you the rest of the gens. Fast travel a minute. Now we have the M7As and the M3s. Same map, by the way. Same map, by the way. We didn't leave the map at all. They're M8s. Perfect timing. This is the lower level, I believe. Because this is tracks number 100 and something. Let's explore Ransom. Let's see how far we can get into the station. I've proven my point? Yeah, I've proven my point.
Attention Grand Central customers. The 12:21 p.m. to Croton Harmon will depart from track 41.
41. This is 102. Trying to get to the upper level. This is 415. One giant maze. Oh, I got vending machines. Oh boy, looks like I'm gonna get lost in the station. Help! Help! I want to get to track 41. But yeah, if I'm frustrated, I won't get mad because this is the largest station in the world. Whoa, this station's too big. This is 117, 14, and 13. I'm amazed of how big this station is. They got the full thing up. Okay. Whoa, that's all I have to say. Yes, I am more than impressed. Where am I? Oh, two. Oh my goodness. Follow for elevators to upper platforms. Okay, I need to follow this sign. Follow this way to elevators and upper levels. Yes, I need to follow this one. Elevators and upper level. Holy cow! They have working elevators? Whoa! No way they have elevators? I remember this part. Track 25. Whoa! Whoa! Yeah, I was up here. They have more? Oh yeah, 41. Bingo. This station is so large. It has literally 2 levels. This is by far one of the most impressive games I've seen. Yeah, this one's really cool. Okay, down there. Oh yeah, whoa. Doors. And the elevator. Let's see. Track 1. Yep, there it is. You have to loop. Track 1. This is for historically for baggage stuff. Storage. So I just on track 1, because track 1 is over here. Later numbers have Grand Central. I think if they were to do a Long Island remaster, then they would include Grand Central. Now, where's the route hopper? Let's see. We have New York Trenton, Harlem Line. They don't have the Morristown one. Let's go to actually hop. Go to Harlem Line. We can change it at any time. I believe the devs said that they upgraded the Harlem Line for standards and stuff. Let's see. That's the overturn. Which is fine. So good. So yeah, you can hop to that version. But it doesn't have to reverse layering yet. That's fine. You have LRR commuter, but you don't have the Haven line. Iron commuter, so I think we need to work some bugs out. Problem is, after this, the roof hopping testing, we can, in theory, can take the subway here. And yeah, the whole Long Island network. Roof hopping, Harlem Line, New York, Trenton. You don't have the Morristown line. Hopefully you can hop back and forth to those ones soon. I can go all the way down to Trenton. Harlem Line. Yeah. Problem is, I can't really route hop to Morristown line, so it makes you go to the main menu. They really need to keep you updated. Say Morristown line. Free roam, you start Penn Station. No, not Tennessee, you are Tennessee. Unless we're missing something. I think the game certain capacity. Now we're in the Morristown line. New Jersey Transit. Yeah. It also brings up the same side yard. Nice. Here goes the two. Nice yard. Is there one at Syracuse? Caucus. There's a Sunnyside yard. In some cases, you get to change the game's manually. And there's 15-15. Comes in M7. After you watch it go past, I'm gonna go play some CSX services. Yeah, so basically the area appears in all maps. So everything is correctly represented. And the New York to Stanford map, you have full representation of all the M units in the game. Probably most likely the units that will not appear in the game are the M4s, M6s. That could be a different timetable. I mean, 430. Let's do some multiple parts. I guess we can do this part two. No, it's not in order, but it's doing this game for it should be. got some freight car types. We got some reefers. Actually, no, these are usually circuit trucks. But these trash cars are brand new to the game. Some other rolling stock. Oh, by the way, these things don't have caps to go in. What? Everything is manually. Now go just a little bit. How about the structure? When are these fans actually drafting locomotive load? The dynamic fans. See if the fans work. Alright, the dynamics working harder than the actual fans. It's almost 4 o'clock. Wow. Perfectionism. Come on. I think. Ready? And 3. Miles per hour is the max. So I'm gonna pretend to be the conductor on here. Oh, it's a great crossing, but I don't have any missiles. Oh, it's very industrial over here. Go via location. Oh no. Oh phew, that was too close. That's why it's very important to stay vigilant. Stay vigilant at all times. Oh, trucks. Here's more. Backing it up. Backing it up. Yeah, I'm dropping off this. Uh-oh. I missed my switch. I recharge my brakes. Yeah, wrong move. Moving. Very took a lot of effort to move if you use the wrong thing. Are these on my phone? No, these should be on my phone. Maybe slow, it's like great piece of shit. It's a great piece of shit. So, I think it's other height is back train in the aircraft. Oh, this is a challenging one. It's if I mess up, I go through the buffers or the bump stuff. Perfection. What else? Couple. Wait a minute. Couple. Are these vehicles? Oh no. Oh, if it derails, it derails. What? I think once we just use common sense here. Just pass. on, couple. I'm on couple. Away. Wrong road. Oh, the snare has broke itself, so great. Run away. Ah! How did I derail? Oh well. What else? What else are we missing? At least there are some New Jersey transit services. Designer. New Haven. Stamford Defense Station for flying. One service. Still just filming. Well, I can try that in the not sure, maybe next week. Or whenever I'm available. I've already made it tomorrow, but I can't guarantee anything. Where's New Jersey? Where's the special? Hold on, something's not right. Let's see. Syracuse Junction to New Haven. $9.50, right? It says $9.50. for the version from Copley to Boston. Let's see. Maybe I can't guarantee it at this time. And on time. The New Jersey train just never showed up. Okay, so this is where it spawns. I use a 954. So in theory, at 955, it should be thundering down the line. Nice, it's a great game. Very great game. No Greenwich, 955. Let's see if we can watch it go by. Yeah. Oh well. Let me try something that is a bit absurd. See if it works. Oh, they're not compatible. These trains can't couple up.
Train to Grand Central Terminal will arrive on track. Repeat, the M05 Terminal to Grand Central Terminal will arrive on track 3.
So no, they cannot couple up. No, so. Hey, cannot. Don't couple my way. I'll do something else. No, it didn't come off the tracks. Do, 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 do. So these trains are not compatible with each other. The track sings, so that makes it even more realistic. "2020. Let's see how well the announcers were. Oh, one more thing I want to try when I go. Oh, I forgot one of the most important things. We have Amtrak Ticket Collector. I'm not gonna play the scenarios in full, but I'm just gonna go at least one stop with both trains before we wrap it up. Let's see, let's do Amtrak first. I believe Providence Line has. Yep, Nafis. We're making higher quality streams. We'll be discontinuing the short streams for the gaming. But the Ritsuko Jutsu's not going to do it completely. We're going to do conductor mode on the ACS 64. I'm going to try one on the Excella. track conductor mode. Oh, that's not good. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, close the doors. Waiting until next stop. You're telling me. Let's open and close the doors. Not going to verify tickets. Okay. That's fine. Excella. Hopefully. Okay, Excella doesn't have ticket mode. I think it's soft. I think it's just child things. 3, no ticket mode. 7, no tickets. Conductor. Do the transit. You got a conductor. Alright, forget that part. How about for Boston to Providence? No conductor. No conductor. Yes, conductor. I think this will be our last segment of this Excella does not have conductor. Oh well. We're gonna go on with hello, MBT video clips. So MBT video clips. Try to run this train. Alright, thank you for watching, Henry, and see you next stream. You realize I'm out job? No, not yet. But that's something I can do in the next stream, because this is just the first stream to show how everything works. Yeah, I just opened passenger doors. Strange. Think something may have broke.
Next to arrive on track 3 is the 6:49 a.m. train to Grand Central Terminal, making stops at Stamford, Old Greenwich, Riverside, Cos Cob, Greenwich, Portchester, Rye, Harrison, Mamaroneck, Larchmont,
Oh,
New
doors open on
Rochelle,
both sides.
Pelham, Mount
Oh,
Vernon
that makes
East,
sense.
Fordham, Harlem, 125th, and Grand Central Terminal.
Yeah, I think there's a mod already. Let me check. Let me see. Let's go wait for the train to depart. Let's see my window. Oh. Find the Super Express. What? Lost points. Train sim. I'll just look into that later. I'm not going to implement these mods. So this is unmodded so far. Where are they? There we go. Hello, buddy. Wow, the car actually sways, so it's very important really not to move in between cars while the train's moving, unless you're a crew member. Yeah, that's interesting. Thank you. These trains are quiet. What a nice view. One made wow, they made so many mods already. They have STAMFORD announcements about Vernon East fix. Oh yeah, that announcement does not work. New York safety system disabler. Yeah, people are in the forum as I speak. Oh, look, Excella. Very strange that Amtrak is using that announcement. The area may be necessary for train crews to safely open and close doors. This seat may be relinquished to train crew. Yeah, I used to wonder what happened. What happened? Someone needed this seat. That's amazing. I'm not driving a train. Hey, Missy, how fast are you going? Well, you don't know. Who knows how fast we're going? Let me see. If I can't have it, you will ever get it to work. We can just go to the other cab. It doesn't work. It's jammed. Restart. You can pass through cars with the train. These are locked. Looking at monitoring details. So this is a super express that we're doing. Restaurants, restrooms. Yeah, I'm really hungry. Surveillance cameras. And where's the brakes? Or cut out switch. It's very detailed. Luggage racks. It's no bar car. What does it look like? You'll be riding Metro North. Look at these fancy red seats. It's appreciating the train. That's about right. Right across the bridge. Let's see how fast it hits the junction. See how good the track sounds are. Let's go. books. I think we explored a very difficult old track.
And nothing more. Good some adventures with